Welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry. Once again, it does look like I'm going solo today. There'll be a couple people joining me tomorrow on tomorrow's show, but it does look like I'm going to be going solo again today, which is fine. I got some picks for you, and everybody is typing in. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are typing in their best bets for the show. It's a busy Saturday. There's college baseball playoffs, and then people are working as well. So it's a busy Saturday for everybody. But I am here to break down these games for you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that I'm going to break down that I really like. Starting with this one, the Twins are headed to Toronto again. Bundy against Berrios. Berrios obviously played the beginning of his career with the Twins before getting traded to Toronto. And he's off to a rocky start this year. He's had a few starts that were okay, but most starts have not been. Dylan Bundy on the other side here. He is he started off this season unbelievable. It was really unbelievable, and since then he has come back down to earth. He can get hit. He can definitely give up hits. I think both teams can give up hits in this spot. But the bet I like the most here in this game is the Blue Jays team total over 4.5 at -115. I think they will score 5 runs in this game. I think that Bundy himself could probably give up 4 or 5 runs himself. So I do like the Blue Jays team total over 4.5. And then I also like the Blue Jays run line in this spot. I look for them to win by multiple runs here in this one. And we will go on to the next game that I like here, which is Cleveland and Baltimore. It's McKenzie against Wells. Wells burnt me in the last game here. Actually, both these pitchers burned me in their last starts. Cleveland and McKenzie and Cleveland, I was on them. Unfortunately, they just didn't have any offense to get the job done. He pitched well, but they just didn't have any offense to get the job done. Tyler Wells on the other side. I bet Boston against him. I figured Boston would absolutely light him up. However, they were unable to score any runs at all against him, and he pitched very well. But even though he did pitch well, one team is playing well, one team is not. Yes, Wells is coming off a good start, but I like the Guardians money line here at -120. I think it's a good spot for them. I do like McKenzie a lot, and I think if the Guardians can give him a few more runs in this one, that he'll do better here. So I do like the Guardians money line. Going on to the next game that I like here. We have 2 really good pitchers in this one. The White Sox against the Rays. Dylan Cease against Rasmussen. Both these pitchers have had a recent start, which was a dud, but otherwise it pitched pretty well here in this one. However, the White Sox are kind of falling apart here. Currently 23 and 27 on the year. They were flirting with 500, going a game over, game under, game over, game under, and now they're 4 games under. They've kind of started to fall apart here. The Rays on the other side have been heating up, fighting with Toronto for second in the AL. Here, I like Tampa Bay. I'm on the Rays money line, -120. Yes, Cease is pitching well. Both pitchers are pitching well, but I just like the way Tampa is playing right now. And I think this is a great price for them, probably because Cease is on the mound. And then we'll get to my favorite game of the night. Actually, I'll talk about this one first. I don't have any picks in this one, but this is going to be a hell of a game. The Giants and the Marlins, Webb against Lopez. Both teams are good against right-handed pitchers, which both of these are. However, both these pitchers are very good. So I could see a low-scoring game. I could see a high-scoring game in this one. But I don't really have a strong enough opinion. I would lean with the under, but because both of these teams are so strong hitting righties, I can't justify taking the under. So I ultimately passed in this game. Minus 110 each side. Um, I would probably lean with the Webb and the Padres just because I think the Giants are a little bit of a better team than Miami. But it's a strong pitching matchup in this one between both teams. This one's my favorite game of the night here. The Padres against the Brewers. The Padres are underdogs once again. They were underdogs yesterday. They're underdogs once again. Mackenzie Gore, he is a fantastic young arm. Alek Manoah, obviously the Blue Jays. I'm a huge fan of his. But when it comes to rookies, Gore and Manoah are kind of fighting for the top rookie here, I think, especially pitching wise. Aaron Ashby hasn't pitched too bad for the Brewers, but he is a lefty, and the Padres are good against lefties. The Padres played very well last night, and with Gore on the mound, I like them to keep going here. Padres first 5 money line plus 114. You can also find the plus 0.5 at around minus 130. So if you're nervous about a tie, you can take the plus a half and then for minus 130. And if it's tied, you would obviously win. But I think the Padres kind of control the game somewhat like what they did yesterday. So I like them the first 5, and I also like them to win the full game. Plus 115. I just think this is a really good spot for the Padres, and I'll back them once again here. And the last baseball game that I have, we'll do second last game here. The Angels and Philadelphia later on tonight. Lorenzen against Wheeler. The Angels have lost 9 in a row and are an absolute free fall here, and they are facing the Phillies and Wheeler. The Phillies commanding win yesterday, the first under their new manager, obviously being the first team to fire their manager this year. And they responded with a big win yesterday. I think they keep it going here. The Angels are just, I don't know what's going on with the Angels. They looked so great earlier on in the year, but since then they've kind of fallen apart. I'll go here to the chat. Tim says hello. Margie says I hit the like. Thank you so much. Any thoughts on Mets and Dodgers? We'll get to that one in a second here. In this one, I like Phillies first 5 minus a half. So everyone knows about the Phillies bullpen. It can be kind of rough. They can give up runs. Yesterday they didn't, so that's good news. But they can definitely give up runs. So I like the Phillies first 5 minus a half. I found it for minus 121. I think they're leading after 5 innings, most likely the full game as well. But I don't exactly trust them full game. This Phillies team. And then yes, I will talk about the Mets and Dodgers here. I have the Dodgers money line and a parlay that I'm looking at. I'll give that out right now. Yankees, Toronto, and the Dodgers. I'm after the show. I'm going to find the best odds for that. Yankees, Blue Jays, and the Dodgers. I do like the Dodgers to win this game. The pitching matchup here, both teams are good against righties. But Walker Buehler is obviously a righty. David Peterson is not. He's a lefty. So I would give the hitting advantage here probably to the Mets, but the Dodgers are showing already these last 2 games. After a horrible series against the Pirates, they've definitely bounced back here against the Mets, and I think they keep it going here. I think Walker Buehler gets the win once again. I think the Dodgers win once again, and I think Trey Turner keeps up his hit streak, which is now 26 games in a row. So I like that as well. The hockey game. I don't have a thing. I'm sorry, guys. I've been kind of wrong on the series. The first game, the first game went over crazy over. I was kind of on Edmonton. The second game, I kind of went with the over, and it stayed under. And even with Edmonton team total, they couldn't score. I think the Oilers at home, game 3, probably come out here with a good effort, and I would probably look for them to get the win here, but I just don't trust them enough to pull the trigger right now. We'll see what happens later on in the day. Do you like the over in the Mets game? No, not really with those two pitchers. And this is kind of both games have went under so far. So yeah, because it's the Dodgers are facing a lefty, I would probably go under instead of over with that one. But then again, I never want to take an under with the Dodgers just because their offense can explode. So we will go on to the best bet segment here. I think everybody has everything typed in. So we can go to it here. And we will start with Dog of the Day, as we always do. For me, San Diego Padres. I'm taking the Padres as my Dog of the Day. I look for them to get the win here. Occupancy is going with the Oakland Athletics. And as his Dog of the Day. Over or under? I don't have one today. Not a lot of games went over yesterday, but that was yesterday. Today's today. I would lean with the Toronto game over 9, but I'm hoping that Barrios. I could see Barrios. Barrios is either going to have a bad game, as he has lately, or he's going to have a really good game against his former team. And if that happens, I could see it going under. But so no totals for me today. Nick is going with Cincinnati, Washington over 9.5 in Cincinnati, Washington. Brian is taking Chicago White Sox and Tampa Bay over 6.5. So he likes runs there. And Occupancy is taking the Angels and Philadelphia over 8. So he likes some runs in that one. Best bets, best parlay pieces. I went back and forth on San Diego first 5, a money line, and the Blue Jays team total over 4.5. But I had to go with the Jays team total over 4.5 because it's a 4.5 and not a 5.5. It's a great price for the Jays at home against Dylan Bundy. So I had to go with that for best bet. Best parlay piece, it has to be Trey Turner to get a hit. 26 games in a row for the Dodgers. I cashed a parlay yesterday. I had the Dodgers to win with Trey Turner to get a hit, Mookie Betts to get a hit, and Freddie Freeman to get a hit. All same game parlay, and that cashed. I would go right back to that probably today, although I have to look at numbers against lefties and see if that would change anything. But Trey Turner to get a hit, I absolutely love that. Nick, his best bet is in hockey. He's taking Avalanche puck line, and his best parlay piece is the Yankees money line. I'll skip down to Occupancy. He's going against Nick. His best bet is Edmonton money line. So he likes the Oilers, and his parlay piece is the Cubs plus 1.5. Tim is taking the Pittsburgh Pirates run line as his best bet. Pittsburgh Pirates plus 1.5 as his parlay piece. And Bryant is taking Gleyber Torres, total bases from hits over 1.5. So basically he has to get more than 2 bases. So if he hits a double, that's good. 2 singles, that's good. So that's basically what that means. And then Angels over half a run in the first 5. So he likes Angels to score at least 1 run in the first 5 innings. That is the show. Short show today, guys. Sorry about that. Not a whole lot for me today in the world of baseball, but there'll be more tomorrow. We'll also have a couple more people on tomorrow. So thanks everybody for coming. And if you're watching the stream after the show, thanks for watching. Leave in the comments anything if you have any questions or any comments about today's slate of games. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the content, smash the like button. We appreciate all the support. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. Have a good one, guys.